Hello everyone, this is Geopolitics. We are going to see where did the Wagner fighters go when he died, Mr. Prigozhin, Yevgeny Prigozhin. You know, Yevgeny Prigozhin made a mistake, and the mistake he made was the rebellion against Vladimir Putin. In this world, if you want to live longer, there are people you should not be let's say there are people you should respect and people you should not be kidding with. I'm going to quote the names of the countries. Never kid with Israel or kid with Russia. These countries are very, I don't know what I can say. You have to respect them because they are capable of doing things that you don't expect. Yeah, and their hands can reach everywhere. So that's what happened to Prigozhin. Prigozhin made a mistake. Let's see his life first, when how he lived and where he was born, what happened to his life. Prigozhin was born in Leningrad. Now, he was born in 1961 in a city called Leningrad. Now it is St. Petersburg. But in 1980s, even 1970s, he committed some illegal acts against the government. So he committed some illegal acts that were against the law. He committed robbery and fraud, even and other criminal activities that he was involved in. So he was sent in jail. He went to jail. He was sentenced for 12 years, but he went in jail from 1980 to 1990. So he spent only 9 years in jail. So after leaving the jail, he began a restaurant, things selling food, things like that, and he began a company. He started the food business, initially selling hot dogs. Those are what he was doing. He was selling hot dogs. He eventually expanded his venture into high-end restaurants and a catering company, Concord, which secured government contracts. That's what in 2010, Prigozhin activity shifted toward propaganda and warfare. He is widely believed to have played a leadership role in the Internet Research Agency Trollform, based in St. Petersburg. In 2014, he established the Wagner Group, which became active in conflict in places like Syria and Ukraine. And he even became his chef. You know, there are some places that he said he is a chef of Vladimir Putin. So after that, the war of Ukraine happened, so he went there to fight. But before that, when he was young, he was a skier. He was skiing, but he got injuries, and then he left that activity. In Ukraine, he was blaming the defense ministry of Russia that they are not doing enough to send him arms and his fighters. So he was blaming them so much, especially when they were about to capture Bakhmut. There is a city in Ukraine called Bakhmut that was the Wagner Group was trying to capture, but they were not getting enough munitions. So he decided to rebel against Shoigu, who was the defense minister at that time, and he marched toward. So he went to capture an oblast called Rostov-on-Don. So that's where he went. So he was marching to Moscow in order to get the defense minister and even the chief of staff, Gerasimov. So that's what they were doing. That's what he wanted to do. On his way, Lukashenko called him. Lukashenko told him that what he's doing is not correct, and they told him, if you stop what you are doing, then we're going to give you a safe place in Belarus. So he told his Wagner fighters to return and go to Belarus, but he didn't go to Belarus. He decided to remain in Russia. So in August 2023, after that happened, he went on an airplane. I don't know where he was going, but on the airplane, his airplane gotten a crash, and then that's how he died with 9 other people. After that, I did a research, and I wanted to know where his fighters went. When he got a crash, the defense ministry of Russia came with an offer to give to these Wagner fighters. So they gave them the contracts. The contracts, they told them, if you accept the contract, we're going to work for the army, or we are going to go in other militias we're going to sign other contracts with other militias with the Russian government. And the other Wagner fighters were sent to Africa. They formed an Africa Corps. There is another group that they call Africa Corps. That's where they went. So the majority of them are in Mali and Central African Republic. This is where they are operating, Mali and Central African Republic. So that's where they went. Many of them are in different groups in the Russian army, but others are in Africa. That's how that's what happened after the death of Prigozhin, and his assets were taken by the Ministry of Defense of the Kremlin. So that's what happened, guys. So as I told you, there are people you should not kid with, and there are countries that you should not kid with, like Russia and Israel. These countries, you know what happened to Hamas, I don't know, Hezbollah, I don't know, Houthis, even the government of Ayatollah Khamenei. You know the history. That is another topic. We can't touch it right now. So you should not kid with these governments or these leaders, because they know everything. They have been in power for a long time, and they are capable of doing things that we don't expect. I'm not defending them, I'm not against them, I'm speaking as a journalist. But when someone is stronger than you, you have to accept them. You have to accept that they're capable of doing what they can do. So if someone is capable of doing something, accept it. Yeah, because you can't change the situation. Yeah. So thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful time. That was a quick story about Wagner Group and what happened to them after the death of their leader, Yevgeny Prigozhin.